I don't know if that's going to be in the right order or if that's better.
Nope. Uncross. There.
Wool hats and cross stitch and needles and sewing, knitting and crochet and yarn that keeps going, stashes and patterns and embroidery rings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Hey everybody!
Hi.
And welcome to episode 25 of Tied Up with Strings. 25!
5 of these guys.
I'm Emma.
I'm Taylor.
And in this podcast, we spend 15 minutes or less talking to you about our favorite things for the week in the crafting world. So Taylor and I are best friends, and this kind of gives us this kind of gives us an excuse to talk to each other every day and to talk about, you know, some of our favorite things.
Yes.
So, I'm first today, and my favorite thing this week is a magic cake.
Hey!
Yeah! So I did this. This is all 25. I think I posted it on Instagram, said 24, but it's 25 mini skeins that I got in my advent calendar from Bumblebee Acres.
From this year?
From this year, from 2018, yes.
Yeah.
Theme for the Advent for 2018 was the first Harry Potter book.
Mm-hmm.
And so each one of the skeins was kind of like associated with something that happened in the book.
Yeah.
So I could not bring myself to put them out of order. So on the outside is the first day. And then the very middle, way down in there, is day 25. And I'm putting this into my blanket.
Yes.
And once it goes into my blanket, that way, the way that I've done it, it'll be in order. It'll be as if I actually was on top of things and put it in my blanket day by day. Like,
who cares? How many people are doing that in Christmas? Come on.
I caved and I got the next one. I pre-ordered the advent calendar for this year as well, because it's the second Harry Potter book. And I'm like...
okay. So you're just gonna do it for 8... No,
for 7 years. Yeah.
I was thinking of the movie numbers.
I mean, it's kind of like
wait.
Yes.
You should make a whole different one.
A whole different blanket?
That's just your Harry Potter minis.
Well, I don't know how big it would be, because, so this is one cake, but
you'll have kids eventually.
I guess I could make it a smaller blanket, because it definitely wouldn't make a queen-sized blanket.
No.
But it's definitely tempting, because the thing is that, like, with next year, I'm going to be in Disney World for 10 days during Advent.
This year.
So, this year. So I am taking all of my minis with me, because that is one of my favorite things, is opening up those minis. But I won't be able to put it in my blanket right away, like I'd like to, because I'm not taking an entire queen-size blanket to Disney World with me.
No.
But yeah, so I could potentially make it its own blanket. That would
could.
be kind of cool. But yeah, so I love a magic cake. I had so much fun putting this together, and I just love, like, the different rings.
So for people who don't know what that is...
Oh, yeah.
So we've combined all of them in, but how did you do it?
So I used a magic knot, which, there's one right here on the edge. So it's like you take 2 strands of yarn and you tie a knot on one strand, and then you use the other strand to tie a knot onto the other strand, and then you just pull them together, and it's like a really secure way of putting two skeins of yarn together.
Yep.
And I use it all the time now, just because I'm so paranoid about, like, when I switch skeins, about them coming undone, even though I way over weave in my ends. Like, I will sometimes, even on a sweater, like, I will do magic knot and also weave in all the ends.
Well, yeah, with that, you really don't. Like, if it's a blanket, you're okay. Especially if it's crochet, it's not going to really unravel that much. But on a sweater, you want to be careful.
Okay, so what is your favorite thing this week?
My favorite thing, I don't have an example for, because it's giving yourself a goddamn break.
Oh.
So, like... I understand. We're crafters, we're makers, it's a huge part of our identity, okay? But if your hands or your arms or something starts hurting, or if you don't have inspiration or whatever, giving yourself a break, taking time to not make is almost as essential as making, in my opinion. And so my favorite thing is, I'm not doing it right now, but giving yourself a break.
So you're not taking a break right now?
No, but I don't ever consciously do it. If I don't feel like making something, I just don't.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm doing 2 rows a day, or oh, I'm doing this. Don't force yourself to do it, because you're gonna look at that project like I did once when I made, I think it's called the Celestarium.
Yeah.
It's a circular shawl with an accurate map of the stars from the North Pole. And pie shawls are notoriously hard because you get up to 800 stitches as you're getting around, and that's for a small one. And I powered through that thing and could not stand it. I could not stand the thing. I gave it to my mother.
Yeah, I remember by the time you finished it, you were just like, I'm washing my hands of this. And so the thing was that I had also really wanted to knit that, but seeing you, by the time you were done with it, you didn't even like it. And I was like, okay, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
I gotta make myself do that.
No. I mean, pie shawls are just kind of hard to wear anyway. So I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Here, somebody take it. She bought the yarn anyway, so it's kind of like she bought her own gift.
Well, I mean, but you put how many hours of
I don't freaking know, and I don't want to know.
Yeah, probably a lot more than the yarn cost.
Yeah. But I rototilled yesterday. My hands are hurting. This would be a time when you would say, nope, I'm taking a break. Mm-hmm.
I get it a lot where my elbow will start to hurt if I've been knitting for too long, or if I've been I have a really terrible habit of knitting in convoluted positions.
Yeah. That
inevitably make my arms hurt. Either my wrists or my elbows.
Yeah.
Well, the trouble with that is that a lot of times just because my hands or my elbows are hurting doesn't mean that I'm not enjoying my knitting. It just means because I still want to be knitting, but I have to tell myself to stop.
Even switching to something else that doesn't make the thing hurt or whatever. If you damage yourself, you're not going to be able to do it. Or if you push through something, you might never pick up your needles again. Mm-hmm. Or whatever. And you don't want that. So giving yourself a break is a really good thing, and it's my favorite thing this week.
All right. So, do we have any announcements?
Nope. Just come see us at the Kentucky Sheep and Fiber.
Yes.
The weekend of May 18th.
We are planning on vlogging.
Yes.
We're going to try. We're going to try and vlog. So that weekend we will have a regular episode up. But the following weekend will be a vlog.
Yes.
All right.
I
just want to say, because I don't think we've ever said this at the end of a video, like and subscribe, guys.
Oh yeah, that would be helpful. Then you could see when this happens.
Yep. It'd be really nice to know that there are actually people watching these.
Yeah, especially at 25. Come on, guys. What the hell are you sleeping on?
All right, so you can find us at all the links below. I'm primarily at Emmylou Knits. What about you?
I'm at catsockfibers.com.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.